Welcome to the Real South Africa. We have a great episode for you today. I truly think that you're going to enjoy this one. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to everything that we do. Make sure you let everybody know that this is a grassroots movement, and those that are looking at trying to come to South Africa as a tourist, all you got to do is contact us at therealsouthafrica.com. Check on the website and find exactly what you're looking for. And right now, enjoy this video. We have Linwood Ellis from Texas, and then we have a lot of other stuff in this video to include us on safari. Check it out. And of course, you can go to our website and purchase our book. It's $15 US. Obviously, it's a great book if you're looking at transition into South Africa. All the information you need is there, and then of course you can work with us. All right, hey everybody, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa, and of course, we got this gentleman here. He's nervous because I made people nervous, but he's gonna tell you who he is and what's the deal.
Okay, my name is Linwood Ellis. I'm from DeSoto, Texas, and I was blessed to see this brother on TV, and he got me to come this way. From the time we got here, I was picked up, taken to my hotel. Everything went as planned. No problems at all. Had a heck of a conversation with him, learned a lot from him. Inspired to look at buying an apartment here. So we're waiting to hear what the answer is on that.
Yeah.
And also his wife, Dr. Natasha Blanton. Oh my God, it's a helpmate and a half. So I would recommend the Real South Africa to one and all. I don't think you can go wrong with coming to South Africa at all.
Yeah.
So just take my word for it. This is just no BS. This is the real deal. I'm enjoying myself and look forward to coming back and sharing some bread with the brother again.
So let me ask you this: so what have you seen so far? I mean, when you get here, people always want to know, like, what does it look like? What does it look like to you?
If you put me in the middle of Rosebank, where I'm staying right now, blindfolded me and put me there, and you took the blindfold off when I landed there, I think I was either in New York, Chicago, LA.
Yeah.
That's how developed it is. So the transition for me to come here is very smooth. Now, I've been all over Africa. I love other parts of Africa, but for me, the transition here it would be much smoother for me to ease in and do whatever it is. Like I said, we're trying to get an apartment here now, and hopefully I'll hear something before I leave. But you can't go wrong if you have any worries about transitioning or either coming to visit.
Yeah.
It's just like you are where you live in the U.S.
So there are those that would say, and I've heard it, people have told it to me, well, if it's like the U.S., well, then I could just stay in the U.S. But I think we're talking about U.S. from a perspective of, like, the infrastructure.
Well, just the infrastructure, right.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't have the time to go into deeply why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'll give you a quick synopsis on it. And that's the nonsense that's going on in the U.S. Every day we have to be dealt with nonsense, and I'm tired of it. My family's tired of it, and a lot of black folks in the U.S. are tired of it. So when I come here, I'm treated differently. I see more of us on billboards. I see more of us living happily. People treat you very nice here. And outside of that, I know I listen to the Real South Africa, and I can't go without saying the food is off the chain. Okay. So then because we have all types coming here. Obviously you're about 2 or 3 days older than me, but like people, just 2 or 3 days. That's no more than that. That's it. No more than that. I said a day and a half.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably about right. So, but would you recommend those that are considered in our age bracket to get over here and get some before it's too late?
I'm 73 years old. Been 74 this year. And I couldn't wait to get here. And so if you're 74, 75, 80 years old, if you got the strength and energy, get on that plane and come see. You won't regret it. You won't regret it at all. Trust me.
But now you mentioned something about the plane. When you got on the plane, you had mentioned that it was more black people on the plane. I mean, more white people on the plane than it was black, and it kind of made you feel some kind of way.
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing. I know a lot of us go, and I've been there to Europe and all the other parts of the world.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been here to see what Africa has to offer, you're sadly missing out on a lot.
Yeah.
I think your eyes would just buck wide open once you got here and saw what Africa has, especially Johannesburg or just South Africa.
Yeah.
But there's other parts of Africa that's just as nice, just as nice. I spent time in Nigeria, I spent time in Ghana, and I've enjoyed myself. Every place that I've traveled on the continent, I've been treated like a king. And so I say, don't have any hesitation about coming here.
Okay, and so y'all guys know, obviously we're here at the real South Africa, but if you have been watching my videos, or if you go back, you will see that I don't just advocate for South Africa, even though I'm here. I'm like, come to Africa, anywhere in Africa.
Right.
Just come and have that experience, so you can at least contrast, what you found in America, and then you can compare it to Africa. And then if you feel like America's best for you, then great. Then do what you got to do. But buyer beware, I would say. But if you find something in Africa that soothes your heart, then then now you can start making a plan to kind of get there. You ain't got to leave overnight, because we do take a lot of phone calls, and people will be like, I want to leave tomorrow, and really are trying to leave tomorrow because of some of those situations, that nonsense. Because we all adults, and we get a little bit upset sometimes and whatnot. And so you got to talk them off the ledge from time to time, but come properly. Come on a visit, see it for yourself. You might actually meet somebody that's cool, like a driver that's driving you around, that's holding the camera right now. Or whatever. So it's cool. If you got anything else you want to add?
All I can say is just come and enjoy and see what you're missing. You won't regret it. Trust me.
Excellent. Cool. Tanika, we're talking.
Like, you live so close to the neighborhood. So many people.
About your time looking at
dirty.
houses here in South
The
Africa.
trains stink.
I love how
So maybe you can explain to them,
There's
to the
also
people
a tale of two
out there in
cities.
America, what you just saw.
We have the pleasure.
I saw incredible homes, beautiful homes, all the amenities on golf courses, multiple stories, just incredibly beautiful homes. And the cost, you couldn't get what I just saw in America for that price. Definitely not in New York, definitely not in LA, but also not even in like Atlanta or Houston, or places that are a little bit more affordable than places like New York and DC and LA. But it was incredible. I love it.
So what do you think about where you're sitting right now?
Yes, we have a wash and dryer.
Now this I cannot afford.
So the funny thing is, I do wash.
Now this is giving me, it's definitely beautiful, but it might be somewhere outside of the price range. I haven't really seen it yet. But like this home over here,
Let me see.
like the art,
Let me see.
it's just incredible.
So this is.
It's incredible. I love it. It's
So
very
this is
beautiful.
somewhat interesting.
It's somewhat interesting. I like that phrasing.
So is this the South Africa they showed you before?
No, not really. I think most people see Johannesburg as super transactional. Like, oh, it's a place where you transition from to, you come, you land here, and then you go to Cape Town, or you land here and then you go on safari. And so we've been here a number of times, but we haven't necessarily explored it this way. And so we wanted to see like different parts of Johannesburg, because a lot of times we go to Soweto, we go to all the tourist attractions. We've been to Maboneng. It's like very Brooklyn, but I wanted to see like where people in the black middle class lived, where people were making homes, where you know, some of the subdivisions and like that kind of thing. And I definitely got it.
Did you notice the cars people were driving?
Of course, the people, you know, all the people got their luxury cars. The people are definitely living their best life, doing their thing. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, so do you think just this short period of time we spent, you kind of understand what our goal is as far as showing people the real South Africa?
Yeah. I think it's important for people to see all African countries as multidimensional and not just in the frame of like this Western poverty lens. But poverty obviously does exist here, but that's not the entire story of South Africa. It's a new democracy. It's rising. The middle class is rising. And you definitely see that. And it was really important to see it this way. Just to see like where people live and what they're doing and how they are, you know, building a life for themselves.
Okay. So you would say South Africa's coming up?
South Africa is already up. South Africa's already up. We are just now catching up.
Okay.
So that's the we are just now catching up to the story about South Africa. It is, I think it's incredible, like the short amount of time that this democracy has had and its ability to flourish, and also just like the number of Black folks that are able to access the middle class and, you know, build wealth and a future and a life for themselves. It's like really important to see because it's a proof point of what's possible.
Yeah.
And it's also really exciting just as a Black American to also be a part of this, to think about what does it mean to build a community here, build roots here. Whether it's a vacation home, we'll see. But I think it's really exciting to see it and to be a part of it.
Like I said, when you reached out to me, I was like, we try to help as many people as we can.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's during the festive season and whatnot. But like I said, people are, right now in South Africa living their best life. And of course, you're here. And of course, you're planning on possibly
living my best life as well.
Right here in South Africa.
That's
at some
right.
point. Maybe.
Yes.
You think?
Hopefully. I mean, I know he loves South Africa. I think he fell in love with South Africa. So did I. We brought our daughter later on. But, in his mind, he's like a vacation home is on the beach.
Yeah.
So he likes Cape Town. And Cape Town is nice, but I just really like Johannesburg.
Yeah.
And I just wanted him to see that it was more to Johannesburg. Like, I wasn't thinking about going from like bustling New York City to like bustling, Maboneng or like the city center. I know not to do that. But I wanted him to see like you don't have to live in the city center. You can live outside of the city center, still have the amenities of the city.
Exactly. And
you can still be in a community, and you can be in a safe community. Because people have this reputation of Johannesburg, I think specifically. And it's just, I don't feel unsafe at all. I feel very safe. Yeah.
So what would you say to those African Americans that are sitting at home on their computer, they're doing research, trying to figure out, is this the place to be, or should I move back to Africa? What would you say to those people in relationship to looking at South Africa as a true destination?
Oh, you have to come. Hands down. There is no... I've been to over 50 countries around the world, and this is the best. It is, like people say, it's one country with many countries in one. Mm-hmm. You can be in a safari, you can be in a city, you can be at the mall, you can be at the beach. It is an incredible city.
You can be in the mountains.
You can be in the desert, you can be in the mountains. I mean, it is an incredible nation. It's a growing nation, and it's a Black nation. And that matters.
It matters.
It matters.
It matters. So we think about the people. I always
the people.
Yeah, I always say the people is the thing.
Oh, the people are the heartbeat of this country. They're so incredibly kind, so gracious. A couple just let us in their home and showed us around. Yeah, I love the people. The spirit of the people is what keeps me coming back to.
Cool. Well, we hope you have a good time here, obviously.
I'm having a great time so far.
Excellent. We're going to keep it going.
Thank you.
Good chat. Hey everybody, as you see we're rolling. They go Dr. B.
Rolling.
Yeah, hopefully we have some early morning success out here. As you see, we're wearing ponchos because it's inclement weather just a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think we'll be just fine. We got a great guide, and we're going to go find all these great, wonderful animals. We're actually going to be looking at some of the dung that hits the ground to determine which way they went, and also we're going to be looking at some of the what do you call it? The hoof marks and the tracking that we have to find them. So wish us luck, and let me turn this around so you can see our wonderful guides that are taking us out today. Like I told you before, we got our guides out here. Got the driver right here, Vusi. He doing his thing. And then we got Mini Michael Vick up there. There's Arnold, aka Arnold, but he look like Michael Vick, don't he, y'all? So they're gonna find it for us. As you see, they are coming our way. And they're big, and they're big.
And scary.
And not scary. This is all happening in the Kruger National Park. And they're just walking past us. I think he calls them a harem of elephants. As you see, they're kind of locked together. And keep in mind that we're out here in their environment. So that's why it's so natural. There's a few of them over here as well. And here's one coming at us right now. Just as long as we sit here, we're fine. They're eating. Keep in mind we're only about 30 feet, maybe 40 feet from them. And then just when you think you saw a big elephant, you see a bigger elephant. They like to tear down trees and make their own way. As you see, it's early morning and they're eating. Of course, you gotta nudge the little ones on the way because you know how they do. So I would count a total of roughly about 10 elephants. Could be a little bit more, maybe 12. But this is how it goes down in nature. This is what they do in the Kruger. So let me just kind of pan around. See what we see. I told you here in the real South Africa, this is what we do. We bring you what's real and what's actually happening. Yeah, but this is great. And the elephant is one of the big five here in South Africa. This little one here is getting really close. Like really, 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 really close. I don't know if we should leave or I'm about to check with the research department to find out what we're supposed to be doing right now. Let me give those guys a buzz. This is really cool. Like I said, we have a bunch. There's some over here as well. The one in the back is throwing dirt on itself. We just found out that basically all they do all day is eat. I guess so, because it takes a little bit to take care of them, to maintain that weight. Well, welcome to Kruger National Park with the real South Africa. Don't get no realer than this. And here's this bad boy walking right up to us. I think it might be time to exit stage left, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive a little bit forward.
Okay.
I don't wanna find myself in between the elephants.
Yeah.
So let's go a little bit forward.
The little baby back there. It's a boy. His name is Harold. Hello everyone, and this is Mark Edward Blanton. I'm sure you guys enjoyed that video. We just kind of put a lot of stuff together, stuff that we've been thinking about, things that we wanted you guys to understand about South Africa, and so we just put it in one good video, and of course we will have more. So of course, like and subscribe and stay with our channel. And those that are looking to travel to South Africa, we have a beautiful website for you to peruse, so you can go ahead and select your travel to South Africa with us. And of course, you know, people genuinely love what they see when they get here in South Africa. So it's kind of hard to, you know, sit back in the United States or wherever you are and try to understand this. All you can do is just book your trip with us, come in, and we will take care of you from there. See you. All right, guys, check out the new website. It is absolutely jam-packed with everything you need. You can book all your trips. All the questions that you have are there. All the concerns about coming to South Africa are answered. So all you got to do is pick a trip, book your trip on the website, and come on the website and be like some of the people who have came here and gave their first impressions of South Africa.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss out on all things The Real South Africa. Thanks again.